All right, Cardi B, welcome back to VladTV.
Oh, hello there. It's been a very long time.
Well, yo, congrats on all your success. I think you proved all the haters wrong.
Yeah, I still feel like I gotta prove more. It's never enough. But I'm very proud of myself. Like I've been doing things that I didn't thought that it was possible for me to do, and things that people told me that I would never do. So it's like, yay.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like you're in a really good space right now.
Yeah, I'm in a very good space. Well, right now I'm in a very competitive, not competitive. I'll say like in a space that there's a lot of peer pressure to succeed. Well, I feel like I succeeded, but to do more, and it's like a little bit overwhelming. But I will never complain for what's on my plate right now. I wanted to eat, right? So
And you eating.
I'm in.
That's what's up. So let's start at the beginning. You grew up in the Bronx.
That's
So what was the Bronx like back then? Because I know you kind of had issues with your mom. You and your mom would fight a lot and so forth.
well, like, um, I moved to the Bronx when I was like 8 years old from Washington Heights, and I started going to school in the Bronx when I was in sixth grade, when I was 11, and it's just like I noticed that like in order like everybody was cursing a lot more than the norm that I would curse. And it's just like everybody really like when I was in sixth grade, a lot of girls they wanted to fight me, and I felt like I kept fighting every single day. And it got to the point that when I was like in middle school already, it was normal to me. Like it's like I gotta do this. Like this is what I gotta do. I remember when I was like around 12, 13, on my block, I was in a van, my dad minivan, and he was driving, and then he stopped real hard, and some guy dropped in front of us, and I'm like, oh my God, Dad, you just hit this guy with a car. Everybody's gonna jump us. All these niggas is gonna jump us. And he's like, I didn't hit him. He just fell. And then when we got out of the car, me and my little sister and my dad, somebody shot him in the head. He dropped because somebody shot him in the head. And just little things that you get to see. Like you get to, I feel like in order to get popping and or get respected around my way, like I feel like you gotta fight, or it's like you gotta be in a gang. I'm not saying that you have to, but like a person like me that like always want to fit in, like people want to fit in, people want to be the cool kid. You see TV, like you see on TV, and you see these the popular girls are so prissy and like they hang out with their little clique. Well, in the Bronx, the popular kids are in gang, are smoking.
So I mean, when you talk about getting into fights, like how many actual fist fights have you gotten in like your entire life, if you were to actually count it out?
13, 12, 13.
Fair amount. Did you get better after a while? Did you learn how to maneuver?
I won some and I lost some. I won some, I lost some, and I got jumped a couple of times. So, but either way, even though like the street was a big influence to me, I was always more scared of my mom. Like, all right, the street is a big influence to me. I was still more scared of my mother, and just because I was so scared of my mom, I was still going to school. I was studying, and then I was really smart. And a lot of rappers, they be saying how they teachers used to tell them like they ain't never gonna be shit. Like my teachers always used to tell me like you are very smart. Like you have the potential to be anything that you want to be. But besides of you being smart, there's something about you. Like you're so special. I feel like you're gonna be something. I feel like you're gonna be somebody or something one day. Cause I always been like the class clown. I was always very funny, very outspoken. I always try to debate people. I always had an opinion. I always used to raise my hand. Well, in the subjects that I used to like, and I always participated in everything. So I always I was always like good in school. Like if I was the only reason why I had like bad grades or I didn't get accepted to a very, very big college. I got accepted to every community college. Not like the universities that I wish to go to. Like my mom work in Pace University and I always wish to go there. It's cause like I was too busy trying to be popping. I was too busy chasing guys, chasing niggas, little young niggas and shit. And that's what like slowed me back.
Now, when you talk about you were more scared of your mom, like you talked about in other interviews that your mom actually put her hands on you like regularly, right?
Yeah, like I'm not gonna say like, oh, my mom was like an abusive mom. My mom was a very great mom, like a great mom. Like she used to work, and from work she used to come home, clean, and feed us and cook. And I feel like that's just tough love. Like, and you know what? Like when I was younger, I used to be like, I hate her. Why would she hit me? But now I'm so grateful because you know what? On my mom's birthday, on her last birthday, I was giving her gifts, right? And then like, she was like, "I'm sorry, guys," and I'm like, me and my sister was like, sorry for what? She was like, I used to be so hard on you guys, and I was like, no, thank you, because if you wasn't, we would be like most of our friends. Like most of our friends, they locked up, and they have mad kids. They have nothing going on for themselves, and I feel like if my mom wasn't tough, I probably would have been there.
Well, I understand being in that situation, and you look back at it now and said, okay, my mom did the best she could, and a lot of my friends messed up. But do you feel now as an adult, and when you see children around and so forth, I know you don't have kids yourself, but do you really think that there's an alternative to actually putting your hands on somebody? You see what I'm saying?
I feel like there's not. I feel like there's not. To be honest with you, like I feel like when I have kids, I'm not gonna like hit them as much as my mom did, but like I'm gonna discipline them, and if I gotta like give them a little spanky, like yes, I will, because you know what, I be feeling sometimes these parents, they be forgetting. Like my mom always used to tell me, like I'm your parent, I'm not your friend. And a lot of these parents, they want to be talking to their kids about sex. I don't have to talk to my kid about sex, and I felt like my mom was the same way. I don't gotta talk to you about sex. Like if you're not supposed to be having sex, because there is consequences to it.
Well, you talk about when you have kids, you might spank them a little bit, but you had mentioned that when you told your mom that you were stripping, she actually kicked you down the stairs.
We was already, when there's the thing, I've been wanting to tell my mom that I was a dancer. Like I think that if I was to sit down with my mom and I would have told her, like, Mom, I I you know me living with this guy was hard, and the job that I have, it wasn't gonna get me out of his house, and I was so embarrassed to ask you to take me back that I had to start stripping. If I think I would have told her that, she wouldn't like. I don't think she would have flipped out. I think she would have been very disappointed, but I don't think she would have flipped out. But the reason why I feel like she flipped out, because we was already arguing, and I told her like, oh well, since you kicked me out, and guess what? That's why I'll be fucking stripping now. And I was like, it's because of your fault. And she was like, oh, you stripping, right? And I was like, yep. And since she was already mad, she just pushed me. She pushed me while we was like arguing, and then I like tripped. It wasn't like I flew down like 10 flights of stairs. It was like little like 5 steps, but it was just still stairs. Like, and it's like I just left.